doing well in this break, and that you're taking care of yourselves and your siblings, your parents. You're taking all the measures that you're advised by the health authorities. Just a reminder to take extra caution on hygiene, just as instructed by the authorities. I also remind you and advise you as your teacher. So today we are going to learn, this is our first lesson for this week. We are going to learn about order of adjectives. We have done adjectives before. We have done order of adjectives in grade 5, but it is also included in your syllabus for grade 6 and unit 23 of your books, New Progressive Primary English. So by the end of the lesson, you should be able to define adjectives. Actually, that is a recap because we have done that before. And also you should be able to use the adjectives in the correct order when you have to use. At times we have to use more than one adjective to describe one noun or one pronoun. So there is that rule. There is an order that we should be able to write the adjectives. So you should be able to define adjectives and also write them in the correct order in writing and speaking, both in writing and speaking. So definition, this one, the first one, we already know. It is definition of an adjective. It is a word that describes or modifies a noun or a pronoun. To describe or to modify means to provide an additional information about nouns and pronouns. To modify further could mean to change something slightly, just slightly change how something looks like or how it is about. You just change slightly to modify. Now this is the definition for today, because we are learning about this order of adjectives. When multiple adjectives are used to describe a noun, the adjectives usually appear in a certain order before the noun they modify. The list below is a guide. However, there may be exceptions. I have not written all the order descriptive words that needs to be written, because this is what you're supposed to learn at your grade. So you might find other exceptions in or other additions like opinion. You may find religion, but I am just going to teach what you should be able to learn at your level. And the first one is size. So when you're describing size, we use words. These are not they are not the only words that you can use when you're describing size of something, a noun or a pronoun. You can use other words which are not listed here. So I have just written but examples. So words like tall, small, little, big, large, huge, tiny. Remember, there are other words which mean big, like humongous, the synonyms of big, large, huge, humongous, gigantic. All those words mean they are synonyms. They mean big. Then we have also other words that mean small, like minute, tiny, all those words. So whenever you find those words, they should appear the first in a list of adjectives, then followed by number 2, age. These words, not but limited, are words that are used to describe age: new, old, young. You can use also, there are other words you can use. These are not the only words that you can use to describe age. Number 3, shape. So it is size, then age, and shape. Remember, size and shape are different. And shape, you can use words like round, square, rectangular, oval, circular. So some students confuse between shape and size. You shouldn't. Size is how big, shape is how it looks. Okay, size is how big, how small, how big or how small, and shape is how it looks. For example, you can see this, my phone is rectangular. Okay, you could have something that is like my ring is round, so they're different. Those are two different things, don't confuse. Then number 4 is color. All colors that I have told you before that all colors are adjectives. Now color appears number 4 when you have to describe so many adjectives. So color falls at number 4. Colors, we all know them. White, examples, this is just like but examples. Purple, blue, yellow, black, green, red, all those are colors. Number 5 is origin. Origin. Now origin, you use words that describe where the noun where it came from. For example, I'm a Kenyan teacher. Kenyan, so Kenyan is origin. Or you could say our teacher is American, our teacher is Nigerian, my father is Canadian, or I am Somalilander. So those words, English, Canadian, American, Kenyan, Ugandan, Ethiopian, all those words describe or origin. Remember, English is someone who is from England, and it is also a subject, so don't confuse and say this is the subject. No, English, people from England, they are said to be English, their origin is English. Number 6, which is the last one, is material. Material. Now that noun that you want to describe, or that pronoun, what material is it made of? What is it made of? So things are made of different things. For example, you could have a gold ring, you could have a cotton shirt, a shirt made of cotton. You could have a bottle that is made of plastic. So plastic, cotton, steel, woolen, wooden, all those are materials that are used for making things. Could be leather, it could be glass. So we use different materials to make things, so material falls last. And now we're going to have an example just for practice. Choose the correct sentence from the choices. So we have 4 sentences here, and one of them is correct, and it is correct because the adjectives, we have round, big, yellow, Mombasa. So those 4 adjectives, we need to find which ones have been arranged, which sentence has had the adjectives arranged correctly according to the order that we have learned. And we can see he ate round. That one automatically it is wrong because we don't begin with size. We have said we don't begin with shape. We have learned that we should begin with size. So find the first, because we have round is shape, you can write there S. Big is size, you can write SI. Yellow is color, and Mombasa is origin. So from the knowledge that we have learned today, you should know that big comes first. So look for a sentence that begins with big as the adjective, and which is these two, C and D. Then we have also learned that big is followed by age, then shape. And now because we don't have shape, we don't have size, age, sorry, we should now, the next one should be round, which is the shape. So the answer is clearly coming very bright. You can see it. And then is followed by color. Then the last one should be origin, because it comes last in the list in the order of adjectives. And so our correct answer is, this is the correct answer. The correct answer is D, that we ate big round yellow Mombasa mangoes. We ate big round yellow Mombasa mangoes. That should be the correct answer. There is practice number 2. Question 2. Choose the correct sentence from the choices. Again, whoever saw, which are the adjectives? Little, black. Yes, little, black. They are washing, for washing machine. So we have only 2 in this case. Whoever saw a little black washing machine. Whoever saw a little black washing machine. Whoever saw a washing little black machine. Whoever saw a black washing little machine. Whoever saw a black little washing machine. So we can see here, from what we have learned, from the knowledge that we have gained today, the little is shape, and it comes before black, and so the answer should be A. The answer should be A. You cannot begin with washing, because washing is the purpose. It should be at the last, before the noun. Washing machine. Whoever saw a little black washing machine. There is an exclamation mark. Whoever saw a little black washing machine. So exclamation mark requires you to raise your voice. Now, assignment. You should do the assignment just like the way we have done practice 1 and 2. You find out which sentence clearly and is correct according to the order of adjectives. The 3 are wrong and 1 should be correct. So find out which is correct, and you underline and write in your books for marking. Also, write the examples we have done as notes in your book. Write the date. Remember always to do your work very neatly. Write the date, use the ruler to underline, and make the work, in terms of weeks. This is week 4. I need to see that work in that correct order from week 1. Lesson title, assignment, practice, exercises. Just do that very carefully. They're good students. Thank you very much for having me, and